Are you tired of buying expensive bags of granola at the grocery store that are often full of unhealthy ingredients? Learn how to easily make a homemade granola that's loaded with nuts, dried fruit, and tons of big clusters in every bite. Hey there, I'm Lynn Brazil from evolvingtable.com, where you'll learn how to make nourishing meals for you and your loved ones. And today we're going to be making this healthy homemade granola. So if you're ready to get to cooking, then come on in and let's get started. We'll first start off by preheating our oven to 350 degrees. I've been making this granola recipe for years now, so much that I can't believe I haven't shared it with you yet. It's been the fuel for Cole and I on a 70-mile canoe trip, backpacking through Big Sur, Yosemite, and Big Bend. But most recently, it went along with us to Yellowstone National Park. But you don't have to be paddling or hiking vigorously to enjoy this granola recipe. In fact, it tastes incredible when it's sprinkled over some yogurt for breakfast or eaten as a car snack on the go. Many of the ingredients we'll be using here today have some simple substitutions that you can make, depending on your dietary preferences or just your taste buds. So I'll make sure to go over those with you. For the sauce, we'll be using a combination of maple syrup, sugar, and olive oil. Yes, I said olive oil. I know it may be a little weird to put this in a granola recipe, but trust me on this one. It has a subtle, savory flavor that helps to balance out the sweetness of the other ingredients. If you're a little hesitant about this, you can substitute with a mildly flavored oil, such as avocado or coconut oil. For the sugar, you can either use an unrefined coconut sugar or a light brown sugar. A lighter maple syrup is recommended if you do not want too much maple flavor, whereas a grade B or darker maple syrup can be used if you want a more robust flavor. For the oats, old-fashioned rolled oats and not quick cooking oats work best when making granola. You can either choose to use regular oats or a gluten-free brand if you're celiac or gluten sensitive. Add 2 1/4 cups of oats to a large bowl. Place a medium-sized skillet or saucepan over medium heat. Add 1/3 cup of olive oil, 1/4 cup of pure maple syrup, and 1/4 cup of coconut or brown sugar. Cook for 2 to 3 minutes or until the mixture starts to boil, stirring occasionally. Reduce heat to low. Continue stirring for an additional minute. Pour the sauce over the oats and add 1/4 to 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Toss until the oats are well coated. Once that's mixed together, it's time to add in all of those fun ingredients. You'll first want to add 2/3 cup of unsweetened coconut flakes. Smaller, shredded coconut can also be used. 2/3 cup of coarsely chopped raw pecans. Walnuts or almonds may be substituted. And 1/3 cup of raw pumpkin seeds. Stir until well combined. You'll want to grab the largest rimmed baking sheet that you have. I'm using one that's about 17 by 11 inches and is also known as a baker's half sheet pan. If you don't have one this big, you may need to use 2 smaller ones in order to fit all of the granola. Line the sheet pan with a piece of parchment paper. Add the granola mixture to the pan and spread it out into a single layer. Bake granola in the preheated oven for 20 to 22 minutes. Remove the pan from the oven and let it sit until it reaches room temperature. This last step is muy importante. Okay, I don't know where that Spanish accent came from, but this last step is super, super important. It's where all of that big granola cluster magic happens. If you get impatient and stir your granola too soon, you'll end up with lots of granola crumbs instead of those crunchy clusters. Once it's completely cooled, break apart the granola into pieces and mix in 2/3 cup of dried cherries or cranberries. Store homemade granola in an airtight container or a Ziploc bag for up to 2 weeks at room temperature. Serve it over yogurt for breakfast, or just eat it by the handful. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, it's so crunchy. Those big clusters, it's perfectly sweet, a little bit salty, and y'all, it was so much less expensive than buying those bags at the grocery store. If you liked what you saw here today, make sure you check out these other easy breakfast and snack recipes. Thanks so much for hanging out, y'all. I'll see you again soon.